Hello students, today we are going to take a next part or last part of the chapter The Living World. In this topic we are going to discuss about the taxonomical aids or tools for the study of biodiversity. While studying the biodiversity we must be needing certain things which used to help in the study of taxona or the species which was on the earth or which are on the earth, both things. So it's the study of organism on the basis of identified on the basis of intensive laboratory and field study. In this the species of different species are collected. It's a basically collection of specimens. So collection of a specimen is concluded into this. Okay. So how it is done and what are the things which we used to be done into it. The first is herbarium. Herbarium is a collection of dried and nicely preserved plant which are collectively identified and arranged according to an approved system of classification. So what are the approved system classification that we have already studied, like kingdom, division, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So in that scenario, first the specimens are collected, and those collected specimens are used for the further study on the basis of it. So basically, what are the steps involved into it? The first step is the collection of plant. So what happens? In this, the plants are collected, the specimens are collected, then they are pressed and dried so that they become dehydrated and their biological process get stopped, degradation is stopped. Then the poisoning is being done. What is poisoning? Poisoning is mixing of certain chemicals like 2% mercury chloride solution, so that there are chances of eating away of those herbarium can be prohibited or can be stopped. So this is done, and then mounting and labeling. Those dried leaves are pasted or mounted on a sheet of a paper where the label of given what are the name of the species, what is its classification, everything is given on that sheet. Then these sheets are stored properly, and they are kept in the almirah. This is how herbarium is being prepared. After herbarium, other things which are done is our botanical gardens. What are botanical gardens? Botanical gardens is a place where is an assemblage of living plant maintained for the botanical teaching. Botanical teaching means teaching of the plant. Plant are taught over there, various kinds of plant, various parts, their function, how they grow, what they need, what are the usefulness of this. This is the botanical teaching, and the research work is being done. How these plants can be utilized for the well-being of the life on the globe, how they can maintain the proper ecosystem. These all things being studied in the botanical gardens. So these botanical gardens are of great use. These botanical garden extends into acres, like Royal Botanical Garden, England. It is in 250 acres of land, and it was started from 16 acres. So these are of great use. Indian Botanical Garden at Howrah. It was established by Mr. Robert Kyde for some economic reasons. In these botanical gardens, the plants are being preserved, like the great banyan tree, which is spread into 4 acres and have 1000 plus aerial roots. Palm houses are there, nurseries are there. So basically, these botanical gardens provide a place where research is being carried out, and those plants are being kept which are of great medicinal use. They are cultivated over there, they are crossbreed, cross-examined, like new species are coming nowadays, like fruits are coming. Just because of increasing population, food demand is increasing day by day. So there is a vast need of enhancement in the vegetation. All these sort of activities being carried out in these botanical gardens, under the preservation of government, like National Botanical Research Institutes. So, these botanical gardens, just because of these botanical gardens, we are getting the exotic species. Like I will take an example of sweet corn. Sweet corn, which we purchase from the market, have a very great taste and have lot of seeds into it. But basically, it is a result of a laboratory, or we can say a product which came out from the botanical garden kind. What happened? There were two sort of corns. One is a domestic corn and the other is a wild corn. Domestic corn always taste great, but the number of seeds are very less. But comparing with the wild corn the seeds are too much, but taste is bad. So by combining those both the characteristics, what we got? Sweet corn, full seeds and great taste. Same with the mango, various variety of mango. Now the season of mango just passed, and you might have taken the taste of the Daseri mango. How it has been developed? It's also a mixture of two. Same with the tomato which are available in the market. They are so shiny and bright, bigger in size. They are also a product of a botanical garden, a farmhouse. So there are a lot of vegetation which been developed so that the demand of the population can be maintained or covered properly. Got it? Now these are taxonomic keys. These are the keys which helps in the study of life. The next is zoological park. You might have all visited zoological parks. We are near to the Punjab, that is Panna Tiger Reserve, the great zoological park. So zoological park are the man-made places where animals are provided with a condition as similar as possible in the natural habitat. Means the certain area is being reserved for certain animals which are going to extinct or which are less in number, and they need to be in their natural habitat, so that we can study them, we can breed them, or we can increase their numbers. So these certain places are considered as a zoological park. All the national parks, sanctuaries, wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, all considered under zoological park. What is the significance of it? Obviously, this inform about mode of living, how animals are living, what are their feeding habits, what are their behaviors, what is their wildlife actually means. It tends to us to have a visit to a zoological park, so a kind of excitement, enjoyment, and learning too. Scientifically, they are a place where the animals can be bred in natural environment. In such a natural environment where the species which are getting extinct can be breeded and the number can be increased. You might have heard that there was a news that a lion going to extinct from the earth. Their last was 1200 something, but as soon as the government put focus on it and breed it in the natural environment, the number increased from 1200 to 1400. All governments around the world worked hard for it so that these animals won't get extinct from the earth. So zoological parks are very useful, and they are very much monitored by the government so that there should not any misconduct or killing of animal may take place in that particular zone. Now next is museum. Museum is a place or institutions where animals and plants specimen are collected for the study and references. You might have seen the specimen in the labs where various kind of sea animal are being kept in the jars. They are the specimen. They are such kind of things are kept in the museum, whether in a dead or dried manner or in the form of specimen, so that one can study the evolution of life, how the life has evolved, what are the animals present on the earth, how why they extinct, what were their eating habits, how they breed. So lot of things comes from the museum. So museum are the mirror of the past in case of taxona and the evolution. And significance of museum is that it tends or lets us know and make us aware about the life on the earth and its evolution. Now the last is botanical gardens importance. I already told you it is scientific. On a scientific point of view, we came to know the various sort of plants and animals present. Botanical garden various sort of plants, their medicinal use, their breeding to make a new species which are more useful. And education point of view, the students or scholars go and visit and they can see what are those species look like, what are their benefits, how they grow, how they balance the ecosystem. Pharmaceutically, a lot of medicines can be prepared from the plants. Those medicines are of great useful, and how to increase their capacity to produce more medicines. Next, what is can be done, that is horticulture, means production of new variety of species, high yielding plants can be generated with the help of these botanical gardens. And obviously they are also the place of agreeable public resort, means people, students, scholars, people can go and visit those places, how things work out, how new species, new products can be generated and cultivated and given to the society. So all these can be done with the help of botanical garden. So today what we have learned about the benefits of all the taxonomical aids which are being used to study the taxonomy, and the various scientific work done by the scientist and educationist in the field of developing the pattern of studies for the study of life. So today we have studied taxonomical aids we have done. This is the end. This is the end of the chapter. Now I will show you some specimen, how these are created, how they are made in the live classes, and how they look. Okay. So this is all for the day. Thank you very much.